Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we are fresh off of a run that we probably should have lost. I mean, we should have won, but with our play we should have lost. But then we won. What a strange situation. Yo. Emple. A3EY. Why did I say yo? Well, I saw the size of our tier, and I thought that we were doing a little bit more damage than we were. Mind you, let's be real. 0.91 speed, it's okay. 8 rate of fire, excellent. 10 is good. I used to think it was average and ergo something to be derided, but now I'm like, dude, you don't get 10 every time, so sign me up for that. Sometimes you get 15 to start with. That's horrendous. So 8 is a blessing. 3.96 damage, also very good. Oftentimes we end up in the 2s, so I'm not going to insult that. And then, how do we feel about HP? I mean, 2 HP. And telepathy, pretty strong. I wouldn't go out of my way to say that this is a 10 out of 10 run, but I gotta be honest. You know, I think if push came to shove, you asked me to rate this Eden start, probably end up giving it like an 8. Maybe even an 8.5. There's no glaring problem with it except speed. That's it. And all I have to do is actually remember that if we use telepathy, he shoots, we space. He shoots, we space. He doesn't shoot, we don't space. Ooh, he shot the sneaky son of a gun. Telepathy is probably one of the most underappreciated spacebar items in the game. Now, that's not great right there, but that doesn't mean is amazing. Like, we would replace it with a lot of different things. I gotta reevaluate how I feel about Guppy's head. Getting called out a lot. All the online toxicity, all the haters are coming out of the woodwork. Hold on. Experimental treatment. Extremely great. The only thing we lost was shot speed and HP. I'm okay with that. Give me a bomb. I believe you're gonna give me a bomb. I believe you're gonna give me a bomb. You give me a spirit heart. And then a bomb. And then a bomb, 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 a bomb. Okay, we tried. Still very good. Anyway, I was mostly making a joke about that. I don't actually think it's toxic to disagree with me is the thing. Unless you're trying to tell me that I overvalue Guppy's head, in which case, get shadow banned. But, would I take Guppy's head over telepathy? Let's just say I hope we don't have to answer that question, because I haven't come up with an answer in my old noggin yet. The problem with telepathy, and I'm going to admit it again and say again, it's such a good item. So don't take this as too negative. The problem with telepathy is that to use it properly... Oh, thank God. To use it properly, you have to be paying attention at all times. It's very easy, I think, to just say, well, paying attention at all times, what is this, my job? You know, be kind of like derisive about it. But the higher the, you know, cognitive load when it comes to your spacebar item, the more times you're probably going to misuse it over the course of the run. That's just, it's not even science, it's just common sense, right? So if we could get a better, easier spacebar item, I could probably be persuaded. But for now, everything's hunky-dory. I was just gonna say, I would even fight Krampus right now. And that's the value. That's fine. Lump of coal. Love to see it. I was gonna say that's the value of telepathy. And we really did get a lot of value out of telepathy. We didn't get hit. And we didn't even have to, beyond just not getting hit, we didn't even have to move when he did his double attack. The double shots. So far so good. Chaos is also lovely, but we have to babysit it for a while. What is this, my job? Host hat. Host hat and his black and white cat. A little something for my fellow Commonwealth countries out there. You ever listen to, or you ever, probably not listen to the Postman Pat theme song, but you ever watch the television program with an M and an E? Postman Pat. No good excuse to get hit by that, honestly. There was a good excuse to get hit by that one, and that's that I was wondering where the knockback was. But maybe our behind-the-scenes knockback stat is lower than I'd like it to be. I don't know. Well, we're done with this floor. Yeah. Try for a secret room here. I don't really have... There's no glaring room for improvement on this run. There's one glaring room for improvement on this run, and that's maybe I could stop getting hit like a dummy. But apart from that, the run's great. We've squandered, like, at least 2 Spirit Hearts, maybe 2.5. Try for a second secret room here. Let's stop doing that, and then maybe things will drop into place. I will say, you know, it would be nice to get HP here. Should it provide itself? We are slightly low on that. And you never know. Hey, moldy bread, thank you. Might be an opportunity later on. Maybe we can have a deal with the devil. If it's a deal with the angel, that's fine too. You know what? I'm in such a good mood. Why don't we go back and get this HP, play the blood bank some more? Because I would love to get the third HP upgrade, and also the speed upgrade would be helpful as well. Why am I in a good mood? Well, it's gonna sound bad. I'm in a good mood is the last video of the day. I love my job, but, you know, there's still a certain joy to being like... I structure my day in such a way that work comes first. So really, my day as a human being that's not recording or streaming begins when the last video is done. I shower. That's... Ooh, host hat saved me there. That's a big part of it. Just getting the shower done, I'm like, oh, now I feel good. Now you might say, Ryan, why don't you shower in the morning? Well, I'll give you a good answer for that. This office gets extremely hot. If I showered in the morning, I would have to shower at night as well. So instead, I just stink up my office. Then I get clean before bed, so I don't take any stinkiness into bed with me. Start to think about a real meal. It's weird. I was thinking about it last night, you know, because Kate's also, like, right now she's doing this run of, like, holiday concerts with the orchestra, and it's like we're both basically running, like, 10-hour days. She's running 10-hour days because she has 10 hours of obligations. I'm running 10-hour days because she's not here, so I'm like, what do I do? I don't know why I became Matthew McConaughey, but all I'm gonna do is record, buddy. I can't believe... Dude, I've been hit. I've been hit so much. I can feel you there. Something... I don't know the rest of the lyrics to Numb, okay? So, like, when we finish works, we'll, like, go out for dinner or cook something here, and it's like being on vacation. It's like I got one long work day, and then, like, one day where we're tourists in our own city. I don't know if that makes sense. Just because it struck me last night doesn't mean it's true. We had a really awkward dinner last night. We went to an izakaya in Vancouver. You know, like a Japanese pub, basically. And the dinner, fantastic. Really good stuff. Had some chicken karage. No, I'll just call it fried chicken. You know what, buddy? I had some fried chicken. Not going to use Chaos card there. In fact, you get destroyed by telepathy here. Shoot again. Had some Tantan noodles, which I'm assuming are Japanese Dan noodles. Also very good. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. I was wondering. First off, I hate the fact that we got betrayal out of that. But I was wondering if they would even take Isaac's head. and remove our trinket. So that was like a learning lesson. Kate ordered some beef tongue, which I've had before, and I enjoy. I think it's an interesting meal. Regardless, this isn't the point. We were sitting, you know, it was late at night. We do eat pretty late, even though my schedule is still getting up early now, which, by the way, is awesome, but I won't belabor the point. And behind me, oh, we were in an area with basically 2 other tables of couples. And one of the couples, I don't know, the dude was like, he was very into self-improvement, which is fine, but in a way that made him seem insufferable to strangers. And he was talking about, like, he's teaching, like, his kid brother how to drive. He was maybe, like, 40, late 30s or something. His brother apparently was, like, 17, and he was driving with his brother, and he kept saying things like, you gotta get your head in the game, man. You gotta be ready if the freaking meteorite comes from the side. Where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go if the meteorite comes? I already know. I got the sidewalk over there. If there's nobody on the sidewalk, I'll go over there, or I'll swerve into their lane to avoid the meteorite. He was very specifically, over and over, mentioning like a meteorite. And I guess he was using it as a metaphor for something unexpected that travels quickly and is dangerous while driving. But like, you could just call it a car. I don't know. Are you an astronomer? It just seems like a weird choice, personally, to... Like, if I was your kid brother, I would be like, hey, mom and dad, can you just get me a real driving instructor? Because our older brother is a weirdo. He keeps talking to me about... where am I going to go if a meteor hits our car? Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just die, because that's like an unforeseeable situation, bro. And then the couple beside us, I don't think they were dating, but it was like listening to 2 aliens talk. And they were very, you're probably like, NL, they probably had social anxiety. That's not nice. No, they were like pharmaceutical company executives. I think I might have accidentally witnessed a dinner between like 2 serial killers. They were having, like, the most condescending and also, like, emotionless conversation I've ever heard. They were having a very matter-of-fact argument because, I believe, she was superstitious, and he said something like, I'm not superstitious and I don't believe in that stuff. And she was like, well, maybe I should just go. Maybe I should just go, because I don't think that I should be here. And I'm like, are you co-workers, or... is this a joke, or and I shouldn't be, thank God for holy light, maybe listening into other people's conversations like that, but it's the restaurant's fault. They were right next to us. Even when Kate and I were talking, we could still hear them. They also, in case this gets anybody over to my side, that these people were quite rude, in my opinion, they said St. Louis was an S-hole, and it's where people go to die. And I said, isn't that Florida? And they said, shut your mouth. They didn't say that part, nor did I say that part either. I was mostly like, save this up in the anecdote machine. Yo, this run bangs now. Anyway, it was very strange. It really felt like I was getting dinner with a couple of aliens. Or, not, I mean, Kate's not an alien. I just mean, like, the conversations that were happening around us. Well, the dude kept saying meteorite for the driving lesson, and I swear to God, the girl that he was eating with went, haha, you're so funny. And I went, what is wrong with you? No, he's not. You want to see funny. Ring, 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 ring. Hello. It's an NLSS joke. If you remember it, maybe you weren't really there. Anyway, those people are entitled to their strange conversations. He did also, and this is not Google DeepMind friendly, but she was talking about how, like, you know, she went out dancing one night at a conference until 5 a.m., and she was like, everybody at the office thinks I'm probably the office W. You could probably figure out what W means. And I was like, lady, we're right here. Like, I get it, you're kind of in private publicly. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, I don't know if... It took me a while to get to this point. Like, when I lived in a relatively small town, you had to watch what you said in public. You still should watch what you say, whether out of the interest of being nice or just out of your own self-interest and not wanting to cause a scene. You know, just in case you're like, well, Jerry's a real jerk. And then you turn around and, like, Jerry and his wife and kids are sitting there. And then he kills you. Or maybe you just don't want to be seen as rude, which is also fine. We could do a Forget Me Now here. I'd actually like to, I think, to maximize deals with the devil. But sometimes, you know, we'd go out to dinner when I moved to Vancouver, and Kate would be talking about somebody, and I'd be like, yo, keep it down. You never know. Concoct these situations in my head. I'd be like, maybe somebody here knows that I'm a YouTuber and does not like me, and they don't know who we're talking about, but they could figure out who we're talking about. Send the message to them with a recording of our voices talking guff about this person, and it would be all sorts of drama. You know, then you realize, you're like, we live in a city with 2.5 million people in it. We're probably fine. Talk the guff to your heart's content, but also, you know, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But, you know, all I'm saying, it's like that REM song, Everybody Vents, okay? You do it, I do it, America does it, and it's worked out pretty well so far. Pageant boy, what is the secret of your powers? Well, it's a wild one, right? Virus, rotten baby, so good. And the virus was so good we probably shouldn't have even taken the next item, because we already got something great, but I went for it nonetheless, obviously. We're gonna donate. Okay, you only took 2 cents. We got car battery. I don't think that really helps us with telepathy, but not complaining. And then we're gonna do this whole floor over again. We are become so numb, I can't feel you there. The world. We're still gonna do the whole floor over again. Like, that doesn't change. If anything, it's probably slightly better to do the whole floor over again than to just move on, because we're further away from double damage. But this is... I mean, it sucks really bad to get hit by an enemy, or not even an enemy, to get hit by terrain in this situation. Makes you feel like a... Well, it makes you feel like the Office W. On the bright side, we don't have to walk back that way. This one, I mean, it's simple, you know? I just gotta crack my knuckles. And remember, just don't get hit. This has been happening a lot lately, and, you know, after this run, win, lose, or draw, it's probably a good time to evaluate the riskiness with which I'm approaching each one of these runs. You know, I definitely do not think we needed to take both deals with the devil. And even just... even just mitigating that might save us in this situation. Or we could go on and save ourselves and then take it out on me. That's how that song goes. Yo. The sun. The sun, well worth where you at. Well worth the bomb it cost us to use it. We'll be moving on. Definitely not gonna go to the curse room and deliberately end my own life. This is Rotten Baby's party now. What does that mean? It means I'm a nut. I'm crazy in the coconut. We're standing as far back as we can. We're letting AI flies dictate the course of this run. Gul'dan teleporter. Oh my god. Every nerve in my body fired when we walked by there, and I realized that it was basically up to random chance whether or not we were going to live. But we did. This shop, I don't want to say it determines whether or not we win the run, but it determines whether or not my doctor gives me a phone call and tells me I need to go on blood pressure medication. So if you have a merciful bone in your body... Yeah, why would you pop telepathy? Instead, just dodge with a margin of error of like 0.03 seconds. Well, I don't want to even talk about what happened in that shop, okay? Clearly, case is not clear to you. We didn't get what we wanted, which was any invisible man, I should say, has to go. Which was any form of survivability. This floor has been very merciless so far in its handling of our HP. Yeah, I threw away a spirit heart on the last run. Or on the last floor, I should say. It is called strategy, honey. Look it up. Yo. I thank you. I don't think this is spirit hearts. It's spirit hearts. I find myself torn right now because I'm like, just for making it through this floor without getting hit when push came to shove, we deserve to win. But we also put ourselves in the situation where we needed to do that. So, do we deserve to lose? I don't know. Just give me my cube of meat, man. I don't know why you're asking me all these thought-provoking questions. No, thank you. We're much, much safer now. And the run looks good. Like, it actually looks good. Damage is good. Telepathy's helping. Telepathy's helping a lot, actually. We've got an okay deal with the Devil Chance, although, again, because of the Forget Me Now, it's not as good as I would like. Which is, it's not as good as it normally would have been if we had a different means of approaching the last floor. We have to keep the Chaos card. In the end, the Chaos card is a free win if we carry it all the way. Now, the odds are we don't need to carry it all the way to win. But it does also open up a free Hush fight. A more or less free Hush fight, if we're willing to go through with it. By the way, I totally forgot. You know what's actually carrying this run right now? Holy Light. Bar none. Not even a contest what the best item is right now. Sorry, Rodden Baby. Sorry, Telepathy. You're both doing great work. But Holy Light is saving our lives right now. By killing the rooms in a timely fashion so we can actually deem it appropriate for us to be alive. I'm picking it up. You know why? I want that luck upgrade. You know why I want that luck upgrade? Because we had 6.57 luck on the last run, and it didn't make a lick of difference on the chest. So, clearly, if you want to have a good chance of getting some value out of it, you got to have at least double-digit luck. I usually, when I go down to the chest, I'm like, if we have one luck, we're gonna get some chests. Now I'm like, I'm shaking to the core. The core tenets and beliefs that I had about the luck stat. Oh, why just stand there, but also it worked out, you genius. Creep shots. I almost think we have too many tier effects. And too much tuna. Run. Ballsy. This is a secret room 20% of the time. Let's go. In case it's not obvious, I made that up. Much like Shakespeare made up all of his classic stories, it turned out to be correct and also a symbol to my marked greatness. That should, I mean, in fact, it has to be adjacent to the shop. It's either adjacent to the shop or adjacent to the room that must be adjacent to the shop, so... we definitely want to go here. I mean, we got 42 cents. Buddy in a box is acceptable. Trinket smelter's not bad, but it's not what we want specifically. Tarot cloth is incredible. And it's tough, except it's totally not. Give me BFF via Diplopia. So why would you ever do that? I don't know. There's a little voice inside of my head that's like, yeah, use tarot cloth with the tower card. And I should tell that voice to go away. But also, part of the reason you're probably watching is a result of that voice. Ringing up the void, despite it having an unlisted number, and telling it, I dare you to kill me. So Death's List Abaddon. I feel like we have not gotten Abaddon on this save file yet. And that might seem ridiculous, but I believe it. Good stuff. That's a luck upgrade. We're going to be, whenever possible, like that room was very, very easy. You got to cut me some slack, by the way, because the decisions we're going to make that lead to this literally are going to happen in a fraction of a second when we walk into the room. But we're going to walk into the room, we're going to see, is it plausible to kill the enemies in the proper order? If so, we'll do it. If not, just kill them, because I don't want to take 2 damage trying to swing it. Now, 1 enemy, easy situation. That's also a Tears upgrade, which is, let's put it honestly, that's a high roll. Everybody knows it. I don't even know what happened there. Did I get hit by the explosion or something? Or is it this weird little ninja turtle that's following me around? Did he do that somehow? Rotten Baby does put a damper on Death's List. It makes it harder to finesse the kills in the exact order we want to. Not by much, though. Ooh, tough dodge. So I think we got a Spirit Heart. Let's go. No, Rotten Baby. I think we got a Spirit Heart as a result of doing Death's List in the correct order. See, that's an example of a room where we probably should have told it to F off. I'm actually really concerned about our HP. We weren't really doing that. Oh no, we were doing fine because of Abaddon. So we shouldn't throw it away. But because of the fact that we picked up Abaddon, it's not so bad. Retro vision. This is a room where you definitely don't do it. Yeah, I was freaking out because I was like, we had 6 HP, and then we entered the shop, and we entered the deal with the devil, we took 2 items. We did, but one of the items took us back to like 6.5. So as long as we can just stay at like a rough equilibrium, don't have too much to worry about. Okay, we're gonna screw this up, but that's okay. I can't believe this is a dead end. To have the audacity to give you a double big room dead end, look, that's all I'm saying. This game is not a high opinion of itself. Yeah, just walk into the red poop. We're lucky we veered at the last second. Beautiful. Dude, we might actually have more luck when we finish this run than we did on our last run. And that... okay. That is rare indeed. To have 2 runs in a row with, like, over 5 luck. Hopefully this one turns out a little easier on the back end. That was an accidental pun unintended, but... all I'm saying is that the back end of the last run did hurt. And so did mine. Okay. It's another Demon Heart. That's 100% worthless right now. We're not paying for one deal with the Angel. And I told you, you know, the HP is not bad, but, you know, 6 is not enough to just be... It's not enough to have a Curse of the Unknown and feel completely safe. As long as you're taking damage at some point. By the way, I'm just going to own up to it, because, I mean, you noticed it anyway, I'm sure. Haven't used telepathy for, like, 2 floors, and have certainly been hit by bullets, so... Just the old, meat computer, making a couple mistakes up there. That's okay. We noticed before the end of the run, we can refactor. I don't... It's close, but I don't really want to fight... I walked into them after using telepathy. I don't really want to fight those enemies, or those bosses, rather, just for a single red chest. Could have Spirit Hearts, sure. Could be 2 terrible bosses, though. Where am I going to use the Chaos card? Let's go. I don't think Mom's Heart warrants the Chaos card. I kind of have a philosophy on it right now. We've dealt with the Chaos card for this long. We've carried it down through, I don't know, 7 floors. Let's just at least carry it until the Cathedral. Telepathy ain't gonna save you there. Thank God for the Spirit Heart. It's not worth using on Mom's Heart, I think. Is it worth using on Isaac? Yeah. It might be worth using on Isaac, just because if I carry it down to the chest, I'll probably end up using it on a room that's prior to Blue Baby regardless. Wow. Okay, Empty Vessel is actually really, really, really good. But we did lose half our HP on that floor, and I got no excuse to offer, except... I'm sorry. Maybe it's good, you know? Last video of the day, it's like the last game in a long road trip. Coach is like, hey, just go out there, knock out the win, and then go home. You know? You can get some actual rest, play Fortnite on your main account, on your PC, instead of having to play the mobile version. The joke is that Fortnite is, it's a scourge in the NFL right now, or sorry, the NHL, because the average NHL player is like, you know, 24 years old. Even famed, chosen, golden boy, Elias Pettersson, did an interview, and they were like, what do you do in your room? Not in a weird way. And he was like, I play video games, and they're like, which ones? And he's like, Fortnite. And I was like, let's go. Maybe he wants to join us for a Team Unity recording session. Doubt it. That's okay. I would rather he rests up, focus on being the greatest rookie in the NHL this year. Sorry, Heiskanen. Pop up. Beauty. Anytime. I mean, we've gotten at least 3 Spirit Hearts from Death's List, so it's paid for itself. And it's also, like, predominantly, potentially one of the larger reasons we're still alive right now. Never fight that enemy like I fought them. But, you gotta admit, looked pretty cool. Okay, we already screwed up Death's List somehow. So I was like, why am I waiting around here trying to make sure these guys get bodied in the perfect way? Hey, 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 hey. Works. For me. I think that should count for Death's List. Why? How could Death card not increment Death's List? I ask you this. And in this 5-paragraph essay, I will outline why I feel this way. You gotta go first. Sorry to tell you. Now, it becomes a problem once you... Yep, we screwed it up. I was gonna say, once there's flies and other lesser minions out there... Not as easy to get Death's List to pop. huge bomb. By the way, I'm just now realizing I think a lot of the Spirit Hearts we've attributed to Death's List are actually here as a result of... You know what? I have no idea. Because I was going to say Mystery Sack, but we don't have Mystery Sack. But it seemed to pop out of one of my familiars. Good floor. Curse of the Blind. Don't screw me. I beg you. You screwed me. Not by much. How does that screw me? Well, now we don't have Empty Vessel invincibility. But I will say, they made up for it with Ludovico technique. Ludovico technique, Holy Water, not Holy Water, Holy Light. An extremely good combination. And actually really makes Death's List easy enough to pop off as well. Well, maybe not on this room, but you know, in general. So we're going to win, and we're going to win fairly handily. Not too sore about the Maggie's Bow shenanigans. A little sore about the 4.37 luck not having given us another item so far. This is not a possible Death's List room. There you go. We were going to kill a minion at some point accidentally. It's destined to happen. This, on the other hand, like the easiest Death's List room you could ever ask for. Unless we get a misfired bolt of lightning. Strikes me as pretty unlikely. Strikes me! Okay, where's my... Oh, wait, he does summon minions. I was wrong. I was so distracted by my incredible accidental pun. No, no, don't do it, Rodden, baby! You were the chosen one. Rodden, baby, I gotta tell you, as a result of your dis-synergy with Death's List, I have to demote you from a 10 out of 10 deal with the devil item to a 9.999. I didn't want to do it. I was forced to. Dude, these BM telepathy plays are off the chain. I love it. The most BM of all is that I keep getting hit. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. That was a good one. Leaving on a stronger note. If you did like it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Doesn't cost you anything. That's rare in this world, am I right? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And of course, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!